One of the main things that I dread about getting a hair transplant was the idea of having to sleep afterwards. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Amit, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you exactly how to sleep after a hair transplant. Now, I recently got a hair transplant from Istanbul, Turkey, so I was set up in a hotel with the clinic that I went to. In doing so, this meant that my sleeping situation would be at the hotel itself. I also go through in detail about a hair transplant, the full process from start to finish. If you're interested in checking that out, the link is in the description below. But in any case, I did want to go through exactly the step-by-step way that I try to get some decent sleep after a hair transplant. It's not news that it is the most annoying thing because you have to sleep in an elevated position for at least the first 5 days. It's not easy, you don't really get great sleep, but I found a way that is the most comfortable for me, so hopefully it works for you as well. So the first way I want to show you guys is at the hotel itself, where I was set up by my clinic. I was thankful enough to have a big enough room and big enough bed with multiple pillows. I decided to take advantage fully of that. At the time, I didn't want to use my own travel pillow. As you know, you need to keep your head upright, so you have to wear a type of travel pillow or neck pillow over your neck. And in this case, I didn't want to use my existing one yet because the clinic had provided me one. Mainly because I didn't want any blood to be splurging onto my own travel pillow, especially on the bandages that I was wearing at the time. So because of this, I used theirs, and I will show you guys exactly how I did it with the items that they gave me.
It was pretty late after getting back to the hotel after the session, so it was time to get ready for bed. I stacked up a bunch of pillows together in order for me to be able to sleep in an upright 45-degree angle position, placed the pillowcase sheet over the pillows to make sure no blood was touching them, and put on my neck pillow that was provided by the clinic. The best way to put this on is by putting it on from the side and not over your head. Finally, I get into bed and I put the covers on. You can see that this position is working well as my head is not touching the pillows behind me. Finally, it's time to get some sleep.
Now, the problem with that whole method was that the pillow given by the clinic was not very good. It was basically an inflatable, plasticky type of pillow around my neck. It had a little sharp edges too, so it was not as comfortable as people would think. But I would highly recommend getting your own travel pillow, but don't use it on the first day. Use it after they've taken off the bandages and after they've cleaned you up properly, after the first wash basically. So for me, I bought my own travel pillow, which is this really nice travel pillow from Cabeau. I basically chose something that has a much more soft exterior, so when it's on my neck, it's not as painful or as uncomfortable as some may think. The great thing about this travel pillow is that you can fully stretch it and it won't even touch any part of your head or your transplanted areas. So basically all you need to do is just open it up, put it on your neck, switch it around, and voila. You can even pin this up if you would like, and it stays on you forever. What's great about this is that it has an ergonomic feel to it, so if you're putting your head to the side, it actually feels like you're sleeping on your side. In any case, this is much more comfortable compared to the clinic's pillow that they give you initially. Now, this pillow is definitely a little bit on a more premium side. I'll leave a link in the description below if you're interested to get this specific pillow. You can adjust the sizing of this easily using the cables here, as well as the strings on the side. But yeah, I definitely would recommend this if you are getting a hair transplant, especially for that flight back. It is going to be very useful. But of course, if you want a cheaper option, I also have a backup pillow just in case, only because the premium one that I have, I don't want it to get too much blood on it or scabs on it. So for my initial days, I would actually switch to this one, which is also an ergonomic type of pillow. Kind of gives the same functions, not as comfortable as the other one though, but it is very useful on the plane, especially if you don't want anything to touch on the side of the seats on the plane. I'll leave a link in the description below for this one as well.
So as I head to my bed, I begin to stack my pillows again, just as I did at the hotel. The pillow cover here now is optional, as it is mostly meant for the first night. But if you still have some bleeding on the back of your head, you can still definitely continue to use it for the next night as well to protect your own pillows. Once that is set and done, I grab my neck pillow, carefully place it around my neck, and then get straight into bed. Now you can see with some adjusting, I managed to find a comfortable enough position and still maintain my 45-degree upright position on the bed. This will help to reduce swelling, but also prevent your head from turning and damaging your grafts at night. The right travel pillow also plays a big part here. The one I'm using has an extra padding at the top, allowing my head to stay in an upright position without falling too far back. Just make sure that you have enough space between your bed's headboard or wall and your head when sleeping.
Now the worst of it is over. The uncomfortable positions of sleeping is past once you hit day 6. From day 6 to 10, you can finally sleep on your back, but of course you still need to use your neck pillow to protect your grafts from touching the pillows. It is much more comfortable, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. I'm going to be using my other neck pillow in this example for demonstration purposes.
So here I'm getting back into bed, but this time I'm going to be laying on my back while wearing my neck pillow. I have 2 pillows behind me so as to give myself some distance from my headboard. This gives me my own assurance that I know my head won't be touching the headboard by accident while I sleep. And finally, as you can see here, I'm peacefully and comfortably asleep.
Alright, as you can see, the differences between sleeping in a hotel and sleeping at home is kind of the same thing, but as long as the method is the same and you're using the right items to be able to protect your grafts throughout. The same thing goes for on the plane on the way back home. Use a more comfortable pillow so as you're not affecting anything on your grafts or your donor area. It's very important not to bump your head or touch your head on those first 11 days on anything, so just make sure you have the right pillows in the right positions while you sleep. Okay, I think that's it for me for today. I hope you found this video useful. If you did, definitely do consider liking it and subscribing to this channel if you haven't already. I'll be posting as much as I can about the updates of my own hair transplants on this channel as well. Definitely do stick around, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.